Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. This is another book review on Jennifer Weiss Wolf's Periods Gone Public. This is another book that I could not get in Australia due to the women's health section being overrun by diet books and how to be thin. So, nice job there. So I listened to this on Audible. This is not sponsored in any way by Audible. However, you can also go there and sign up for free if you've never had an account before. No code necessary, and get a free book of your choosing plus access to their membership books. So, let's get down to this review. Periods Gone Public examines menstruation in a wider global context, including socio-economic and political and environmental aspects. Weiss Wolf examines the recent activism trends in the menstrual movement and why periods have become a political cause, or a vocal political cause, or rather why menstruators have become far more vocal regarding tampon tax, single-use disposable ingredients being hidden or restricted, while single-use disposables have been classified as medical devices. This also means that at the same time that menstruation is not actually being included as a medical aspect, like it's just kind of like under legislation, they do not include your period as a medical aspect, but they include the items that you use as medical devices. It's all a bit odd. Anyway, the focus on period equity as a social, political and economic platform by normalising the conversation itself. As such, Weiss Wolf overviews the lack of access to menstrual products in both developing and developed nations, and the negative influence on menstruators' education while on their period by their lack of access to hygiene, health and workplace or school progression. The negative stigma of a biological reality for 50% of the population has led to misogynistic political policy that massively stigmatizes and degrades menstruators. The public ideology that periods should not be discussed is not, in fact, accurate at all, as political policy has been dictating to women's bodies for hundreds of years. Socially, media has promoted a sense of shame and embarrassment and has reinforced law and political policy that you should be ashamed of your body and therefore not able to choose what to do with it. Controversy surrounding the control of uteruses is what Weiss Wolf looks at, and the damages done by a lack of education and patriarchal misunderstanding of the uterus, making medical processes and progression restricted and damaging. Weiss Wolf argues for equity and equality in changing political policy by obviously being a menstrual advocate. She promotes the idea that simply being a woman in and of itself is a negative medical condition and has been treated as such. Weiss Wolf includes a global perspective on menstrual equality and activism and how culture influences these decisions. This was published in October 2007 and I listened to it in November 2019, and it's taken me this long obviously to review it. As of February 2020, Scotland announced that that single-use disposables will now be available for free in public places, and the UK had announced in January or late January or early February that they are providing free or included menstrual products in schools, and this included some reusable items as well. And this will assist in preventing poverty from reducing menstruators' access to education and access to educational opportunity. These progresses are due to the period activism talked about in this book and how far this activism has come and how far they have yet to go. Australia has removed the luxury GST tax on single-use disposables. New York State has recently introduced required labels on packages that contain the ingredients of single-use disposables for all companies selling in New York. This is what books like these do: spread information and promote activism. It is definitely worth a read or a listen depending on what your preference is, and you should give it a go. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening depending on where you are in the day, and I will catch up with you all next time. Bye.